उतर अवघट सरवर नहावै, बकै न बोलै हर गुण गावै। हुक्म श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब, पेज 411-412, अंग 411 412। राग आसा महला पहला, अष्टपदियाँ, कर दूजा, इक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद। उतरे अवघट सरवर नहावै, बकै न बोलै हर गुण गावै। जल आकासी सुन समावै, रसत चोल महारस पावै। राग आसा महला फर्स्ट, अष्टपदियाँ, कर सेकंड। As per Dr. Bhai Veer Singh Ji, in this Shabad, Guruji is explaining his way of meeting God to a yogi named Parthri, who believed in various kinds of rituals, fasts and roaming at different pilgrimage places. First, referring to the yogi's practice of descending from a hill to bathe in a pool down below, Guruji says, in my view, a true yogi is the one who, descending from the difficult peak of ego, bathes in the pool of saintly congregation. Such a yogi does not unnecessarily chat or prattle, but always sings God's praises. Just as becoming vapor, water rises and stays in the sky, similarly, while listening to songs in God's praise, such a yogi gets absorbed in thought-free trance. In this way, as if shaking the juice of truth obtains the sublime elixir of God's name. Para 1. ऐसा ज्ञान सुनो अब मोरे, भरपूर तारे सब ठौरे. Asking the yogis to attentively listen to him, Guruji says, O yogis, please listen to this divine comprehension of my heart, that God pervades and upholds the entire universe. 1 pause. सच ब्रत नेम न काल संतावै, सतगुर शब्द करोध जलावै. गगन निवास माद लगावै, पारस परस परम पद पावै. Referring to the yogi's practice of observing fasts and performing other rituals, Guruji says, O yogi, death does not agonize that person who makes truthfulness the fast and religious vow and burns his or her wrath through the true Guru's word. Such a person fixes his or her attention on the 10th gate, the subconscious mind. This way, by coming in contact with the philosopher's stone Guru, that person obtains a sublime status. Para 2. सच मन कारण तत्व बिलोवै, सुबर सरवर मैल न थोवै. जैसो राता तैसो होवै, आपे करता करे सोवै. Next, commenting on the different ways through which the yogis try to cleanse their minds, Guruji says, O yogi, to obtain the truth, the person who again and again remembers God is like the one who is churning milk to receive butter. The one who washes one's mind in the brimful tank of God's name, where there is no dirt of evil instincts, becomes like him with whom one is imbued and believes that whatever that Creator himself does, only that happens. Para 3. गुर हिव शीतल अगन बुझावै, सेवा सुरत विभूत चढ़ावै. दर्शन आप सहज खर आवै, निर्मल बानी नाद बजावै. Comparing the yogis' practice of journeying to high snow-clad mountains, smearing their bodies with ashes and blowing horns, Guruji says, the one following this path extinguishes one's inner fire by meeting the ice-like cool and calm Guru. Such a person smears him or herself with the ashes of Guru's service with full dedication of the mind. That person plays the flute of the immaculate word Gurbani of the Guru. Such a person's philosophy becomes that first one should learn to live in a state of peace and poise personally before preaching to others. Para 4. अंतर ज्ञान महारस सारा, तीर्थ मजन गुरु विचारा. ਅੰਤਰ ਪੂਜਾ ਥਾਨ ਮੁਰਾਰਾ ਜੋਤੀ ਜੋਤ ਮਿਲਾਵਨ ਹਾਰਾ. Regarding the kind of elixirs a yogi of his concept drinks or performs the pilgrimages and worships, Guruji says, O Parthar, in my view, the one within whom is divine knowledge, that one is drinking the supreme elixir. To reflect on the Guru's word is that person's bath at the places of pilgrimage. In this way, one who has made one's inner self as the abode of God, that one is able to unite his or her light soul with the supreme light of God. Para 5. रस रसिया मत एक भाए तख्त निवासी पंच समाए कार कमाई खसम रजाए अवगत नाथ न लखया जाए. Now, describing the kind of peace and bliss such a person enjoys and the spiritual heights that person attains, Guruji says, O yogi, such a person whose mind has been thoroughly permeated with the relish of God's name, whose intellect has been imbued with the love of God, becomes the occupier of the divine throne, and his or her 5 sense organs also merge in that divine bliss. But such a person believes that all the earnings or achievements have happened due to the will of the Master, not by that person's own effort, and that invisible Master cannot be described. Para 6. जल में उपजय जलते दूर जल में जोत रहा भरपूर किस नेड़े किसे आखां दूर नित गुण गावां देखे अदूर. Elaborating on his last comment that God is incomprehensible, Guruji gives the example of a sunrise viewed from the ocean shore. He says, just when you see the sun rise from the sea, it appears to be coming out of the water, but in reality it is far away from the water. Still, because of its light, it seems to be fully pervading the waters. So how can we say that the sun is near or far? And similar is the concept of God. Therefore, I simply keep singing praises of that river of virtues, seeing him right in front of me. Para 7. अंतर बाहर अवर न कोए जोत सुभावै सो फुन होए सुन परथर नान कहे विचार निर्मल नाम मेरा आधार. In conclusion, Guruji says, within and without there is none other than God. Whatever pleases him, that alone happens. So listen, Parthar, after due deliberation, Nanak says that this thing, that pure name of God is my mainstay. Para 8-1. The message of this Shabad is that instead of wandering from shore to shore or journeying to mountains and jungles in search of God, we should listen to the words of the Guru right in our own heart. By acting on its advice, we should purify our mind of all evil tendencies and thoughts and meditate on God's name with true love and devotion. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. SGGSP 411-412. Thank you.